Alright, welcome back. Every video, I don't know what the fuck to do with my hands. I just don't. I start out, welcome back. I don't know. I look like a wet dog. I know I do. I just took a shower, okay? That's how much I care about this. I took a shower for you guys. Not that I just worked out. Diet season, okay? This guy right here needs to be on a diet, getting up there a little bit. But that's not why. It's because I care so much about this. Looking at you dead in the camera, I'm telling you. Got a hair in my face. I care about this. I took a shower for you. I look like a wet dog. Roast me. Do whatever you want. I don't care. Never have, never will. That's who I am. Got my Tom shirt on. Tampa Bay. I'm a big Tom fan. If you know me, you know that. NFL Tuesday here. Let's jump right into it. I always, every time I start filming these videos, I always tell myself I'm not going to say as much, and I'm going to not pause as much, not do the thought. I'm going to talk, right? I'm not going to do the, well, okay, you know this. But when every time I get in front of this godforsaken camera, your body changes. Your mind goes blank. Everything that I thought of before this, gone. This is not scripted. I continuously don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm figuring it out slowly but surely. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do this, how I'm going to talk. You know, I don't know. I haven't figured it out. But what I do know, what we are going to talk about today is, and you'll see from the title of this video, we'll start with Aaron Rodgers. A little controversial. I didn't think it was controversial. I'm a Bears fan. I believed it. He owns Chicago. He scored a touchdown. Now, I hate Aaron Rodgers with every bone in my body. I hate him. I wish he'd break his neck every time he played football. I wish he would. Every time he gets injured, I get happy. But he does own Chicago. He really... How am I supposed to finish this now? Keep going. He does own Chicago, and it sucks to say it, but he does. I hate the Packers. I hate Aaron Rodgers. But he does. He's 22-5 against the Bears. Nagy, as a coach against the Bears, is a coach with the Bears, is 0-5 against the Packers as a coach. Look, consistent. Like with Brett Favre, it was like you could win a game or two against him because he'd fucking throw an interception and, you know, he'd screw up. Aaron Rodgers doesn't do that. Now, you know, I hate this, right? And I've owned you my whole fucking career, and I still own you. It's the truth. He does. Now, should that have been a taunting penalty? Yeah. I mean, come on, NFL. Are you serious? You want to suspend guys for catching the ball, dropping the ball on the other team's sideline? You want to fucking give them a penalty? Are you stupid? Goodell, talking to you, man. No fun league, man. NFL, no fun league. And then you're going to have a guy prance around, do his little thing, yell at fans in the stands. Are you kidding me? Disgraceful. That fan should never go to another NFL game and boycott it because Goodell is stupid and his rules are stupid and Aaron Rodgers is stupid, but he does own the Bears. It's the truth. I hate to say it. I just do. Ever since he started playing quarterback, it's like every problem for the Bears, it's like, has ever happened. Like, everything. Yeah, I mean, could we have beat him, you know, once a year, maybe? Yeah, that shit doesn't happen now. Matt Nagy, for some reason, he cannot beat the Packers. It's because of Aaron Rodgers. I mean, we should have seen this Matt Nagy's first year when he was the Bears coach. When we went to Green Bay, it was Thursday night, it was the NFL kickoff season. We were dominating them. Aaron Rodgers is hurt. I think we win the game. Our first game with Khalil Mack, like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. This new era of Bears football. Aaron Rodgers comes back in, comes fucking juddling out of the fucking end zone and beats us. That is when I knew we'd probably never beat him again. I could argue we probably won't. Now, what will be funny is if he does leave this offseason, do we start kicking their ass with our quarterback? Because we do have our quarterback, Justin Fields. I made that. I threw a piece of the pencil. I made it in the trash can. You didn't see it? Go with my word. We have our quarterback in Chicago, and he's not a weirdo like Aaron Rodgers. That's what I'm going to get into now. Aaron Rodgers is the weirdest quarterback I think I've ever seen. Like, he is just cringy to me. Like, he's such a weirdo. Like, the shit that he does, it's just weirdo. Like, it cringes. Like, it's like, I hate eating a banana because it cringes and grosses me out. That's Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is my banana. He's my human banana. He is so weird. I mean, like, oh my God, just his vibe, like the nonchalant, like when he does interviews, like he's like, oh yeah, like, I talked about him and I said I owned him, it's just what I do. I mean, they gave me the double bird. Aaron Rodgers, you are weird. You try so hard to have this cool California, I'm such a cool dude vibe. You're weird. And I don't think there's been a weirder NFL player, maybe ever. Look at his hair. Look at his hair. What the hell's going on with, like, it's not even long. Like, what the hell do you do with your hair? You are so stupid. And then he goes, like, with the hair, now he has a headband thing on. Like, what? Like, this guy is so weird. Like, what happened to the clean-cut Aaron Rodgers where maybe he'd wear a little stash, he'd have nice cut hair? What the hell happened? This guy is crazy. This guy is crazy in the mind. What's the saying? If you're weird and you're poor, you're weird. If you're weird and you're rich, you're eccentric, or whatever the fuck that word is. No, he's just weird. He is just a weirdo. I truly believe he's just weird. He's one of those nerdy, weird guys that's like turned out to be very athletic and just doesn't know how to handle his life. That's how I feel like he is. And he tries so hard to give like a cool bravado, dude. I'm all about shorts, a t-shirt, and some sandals, but you wear flip-flops. That's weird. Weird. I'm all about wearing some sandals all the time. I got some on right now. I ain't got socks on or shoes. I got sandals. If I was slim enough, which I do, look, sandals. Look at that. Boom. Peep that. Bang that. Thumbnail that. Fucking share that everywhere. Flip-flops, though, man, like, that's weird to me. He's just a weirdo. Aaron Rodgers is just a plain-out, old-fashioned fucking weirdo. Just a guy that I don't get where he's at in life, but he's weird. Oh, disgust, cringe, gross. Grosses me out. Hate that guy. Fuck you, Aaron Rodgers. Alright, let's move on to now the more serious topics. I told you guys, and I'll continue to say this. Look, you cannot judge the NFL season until, I think, late October, mid-November. Like, you can't start making all these hot takes like, oh my God, this team's the best, that team's bad, blah, 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 blah. You can't, because this league is there's so much parity in this league, and we don't see it because we look at what a team does one week and not the other week, and so, like, we look at it and we go, oh my gosh, this team's so much. This is not college where one team, two teams dominates. There's so much parity going on in this league. Like, look, the Ravens are 5-1. Bengals are 4-2. Titans are 4-2. Bills are 4-2. Chargers are 4-2. Raiders are 4-2. Now, last week we were talking about the Bills. I wasn't. Everybody else was like, oh my God, are the Bills the best team in the NFL? And then they lose this week. That is the NFL. You cannot sit there every week and just keep coming up with these hot takes. Like, you have to, with the NFL, you have to slowly get into it. You know what I mean? It's not something you just jump into. It's just not. You have to slowly figure it out and slowly break it down and watch it evolve and really caress it and really figure it out. I'm still talking about football. What's your crazy mind thinking? You have to really just take your time. And I think in this world of, we love to just go crazy and think about the craziest things and say, oh my gosh, this team that week and that team. And, it was just like Justin Herbert last week. We're talking about him over Patrick Mahomes. Okay, look what he did this week. Got his ass kicked. So it's like you cannot just keep going. You cannot go crazy with the NFL. You just can't. This is just how the NFL model works. 1 week, a team is the best team ever. They're the Super Bowl champions. Give them the Lombardi. We're done for the year. Then that team loses. That was the Bills. Justin Herbert, MVP, best quarterback ever. Give him the GOAT title. And then he gets his ass kicked this week. This is how the NFL works. You cannot jump into conclusions and just think, wow. So therefore, it's like, look. Now, like I said, I've slowly have jumped into some conclusions, like with some teams, like the Cowboys, which I'll go to the NFC now. The Cowboys, look, they have the worst division in football. They're going to win it. They're 5-1. They should win their division. That's not a hot take. That's like an actual take. And then the other ways in the NFC, breathe. Fuck, I just start talking. You have the Packers at 5-1, the Bucks at 5-1. Cardinals are still undefeated at 6-0. I thought they'd lose to the Browns. They destroyed them. The Rams, they're 5-1. I think right now, I went to go crazy and like, you know, blah, and oh, bump my fist, this team, that team, I know everything, this is what's going to happen, and, you know, we only have, you know, weeks left of the blah, 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 like all those other talking head shows and screaming A out there. It's the NFC is better than the AFC. Now, that's not crazy. I know people are going to be like, oh my God, like you're just looking at the right. No, I think the NFC has more teams that can win the Super Bowl than the AFC. I think if you put the teams up head to head that have 4-2, 5-1 records, look, the Bengals, they aren't winning the fucking Super Bowl. Cross them off the list. The Chargers, not yet. The Raiders, are you kidding me? And then the Titans, could they? Yeah. But I don't think they will. I mean, Derrick Henry is a beast. He single-handedly is the best running back since Adrian Peterson in the league that we have seen. We have not seen someone like him in a long time. I don't get how he works. He's so big that you would think it would be like the Gronk syndrome. Hit him in the knees, he's hurt, down for a long time. It doesn't work with him. He's faster than you, he's stronger than you, he's quicker than you, he runs you over, he just does everything crazy. He's that much better than everybody else. I just don't get it. But do I think they won the Super Bowl? No, I think they have defensive problems. And then you have the Bills, Ravens, and then you still have to talk about the Chiefs. The Chiefs are 3-3. That right now, I would write them down. Didn't write them down, I'll write them down. 3-3. Those are your three teams in the AFC that could win the Super Bowl. Now you go to the NFC. Cowboys. I think they could win the fucking Super Bowl. I just do. And I think it's the Cowboys thing, oh, blah, blah, blah. I think they could. They have a quarterback. They have 2 running backs. They have weapons. Offensive line is good. I had something show up on my finger yesterday, and I popped it out. And I don't know what it was, but now I have a gigantic hole on my finger. I'm surprised you can't see it right there. It's on my middle finger, so I won't show it alone. But I have a hole. This is how my mind works. Distractions. I think the Cowboys are good. Their defense is formidable. I think that they do a lot of good things on defense. I like them. Now, their coach might be a little wacky, different. He was Aaron Rodgers' coach. Weirdos work together. I'm starting to believe that. But I think they could win. The Packers, I hate to say it, I think they could win. They could have went to the Super Bowl the last 2 years. So, they have Aaron Rodgers. They can win. The Bucs, more, may I say more. Need I say more? Not may I, need I say more. They have Tom, that weapons, the defense are only going to get better. They can win the Cardinals. I legitimately think the Cardinals could win the Super Bowl. I think everybody talks shit about their coach and Kyler because he's so short and blah, blah. It doesn't matter. He's looking really good. The defense is looking really good. They have weapons. They have veterans around that team that's like a lot of good things could happen. And a lot of guys that have played a lot of football. And Kyler is so dynamic that I don't think it matters. And then you have the Rams. The Rams legitimately could make... They made it to the Super Bowl with Jared Goff. So to not think that they could not make it to the Super Bowl with Matt Stafford in this team. And now they have Jalen Ramsey on this team. And I think the weapons are better. McVay's a better coach than what he was when they made it to Super Bowl 3-4 years ago now. So it's like, you know, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams compared to 3. And then you're always going to have those teams that show up that are not playing as well that could potentially do something. You know what I mean? You have your 49ers possibly. The Seahawks season, I think, is mostly over. I hate to say it, that's kind of a hot take-ish thing, but you know, so I mean, you have your teams, but I think for the most part we are starting to see that the NFC is going to be a bloodbath down the way, and that is just how you have to look at it. And you know, you can't sit up here and say, oh my gosh, this team is giving the Lombardi right now. You know, you can't do that. That's not how this stuff works in the NFL. It is completely different. This is, teams might not look it, but they are closer in competition than you think. That's just how this league works. So to sit here and make stupid rants and to make myself look like an idiot the next week or down the line, it's dumb to do that right now. But like I said, I think we look at 1 week, or we look at the new flavor of the week and we go, oh my gosh, this guy, that guy. You can't do it. I'll stress it. You cannot do it. We have to let this season play out because a lot of stuff could happen. Injuries. The John Gruden stuff. We never thought that something like that could happen. You have stuff like that that happens that we look at and we go, we didn't think that could happen. It's happening. You know what I mean? So you never know. You just never know. But I think if you have some, or if I have some like down point, like I will rank it in. You can lock it, key it in. I think, like I said, I've said the last few weeks, Cowboys won their division. I think the Packers easily won their division along with the Cowboys. I think they easily won it. Easily. And then right now, my third lock would be that the NFC is way better than the AFC. And they have a chance to, I think, in the NFC Championship game could be the Super Bowl, potentially. But you have to, like I said, you can't continue on this way of like, oh my gosh, this team is that much better, because it's just not how it works. To better understand things, you have to sit back and look. It's the NFL, not college. It's a different ball game. You have to slow down sometimes. That's what we have to do. Slow down. I know we don't like doing that, but you have to slow down. I don't like doing it sometimes. Tell this mind to slow down. It doesn't fucking do it this way. This mind is crazy sometimes. It is during these shows, but that's just how you have to look at the NFL. You cannot go stupid. You cannot go crazy. Oh my gosh, blah, 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 blah. Stand up on your soapbox. Scream, scream, scream. Like Screaming A does on ESPN, idiot. You can't do that. You have to slowly materialize it and figure it out. That's the video. Not too crazy. People are going to hate it. I don't care. This is how you have to look at the NFL. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, share. Tell your friends, tell everybody, blow this channel up, because shit happens, I don't even know what's happening half the time. Thanks for watching.